So they end up wasting a lot of their time just on TV or other stuff. Having said that, though, there's a bunch of errands and stuff you have to do also. So um, that's stuff that you can put aside. That may take up 2 or 3 hours every day. So what exactly does this girl do outside of work? If you can't meet her at work, what can you actually do? Well, here's the thing. Generally, the average girl, they're spending time, either out and about at a bar. There's maybe spending some time at some activity, either volunteering. So that's another thing you can go to, volunteering. Or they're spending time uh, at activities for fun. So these things may be hip hop dance classes, yoga, whatever interests her. So again, this gets into the point of, well, do you really want to go there just to meet them if you're not really into it? Again, this is something that's up to your own decisions. It's up to your own faculty of mind whether it's worth it or not. I mean, you can think it's worth it, and then you just hate the subject so much, or it doesn't work. So that can be a problem as well. Or it may work as well, or you can learn to love dancing. Who knows? It varies. So these are some things that a lot of these average girls, um, some maybe above average girls, that's what they do. So you have to start brainstorming. It's not just all bars, um, but that can be one of them. Also, you kind of have to think about, well, like for bar scene, I mean, not always, but the general vibe behind that is a certain type of lifestyle and a certain type of person. That may not be true. You don't want to generalize, but at the same time, you kind of want to dig deeper and figure out what type of person this is. Another big thing is social circles. Many of these people have decent actual social circles and friends. So these allow for events to occur. They get invited to a Super Bowl party. They go to a Super Bowl party or a New Year's party or a New Year's event, whether it's at a bar or one of their friends' houses. See, these people actually have friends. You should probably start making some friends, because these are probably one of the best environments, because it lowers so many barriers um, that come up, because she's not scared about you being a creeper or rapist, because you have mutual friends usually, and her guard's lowered, and it's a friendly environment where you have something in common, you're celebrating, and you can socialize and so forth. So these are things that's, may work for some people. I do think, again, outside of just the fact that people are very narrow-minded on venues, they're also narrow-minded in like almost like, because they have an ego problem in that I don't want to make friends at all. And some people live their lives and it works for them. And I feel like some of them become these kind of weird pickup artist guys who are kind of loners. Um, but that's not always the case. Some of them realize this. But really, like, truly, actually having a social circle network and friend network can be very beneficial in a lot of ways. And you can develop this in a lot of ways as well. Going to certain events that you like, whether it's a business conference or a maybe even a geek or nerd conference, Magic the Gathering. Okay, that might be too extreme, but you get the point. Going to these topics of interest and finding communities where you can join on these, you can make friends because these are like-minded people, and from there you can grow your group. Now, this isn't always have to be the case, but I do think it's a very valuable skill to just be able to make some decent amount of friends. You're not going to click with everyone, nor should you. Some people aren't good influences on you. The saying, you're the average of the top 5 people you hang around most. So there's that also to keep in mind. And having said that, there are cases where maybe because of travel or whatever, you have to move to a new city and so forth. But these things can be developed again in new cities. There's some bomb people who can just create friendships after starting a new city. So I do think people are discounting this, whether it's out of ego or whatever, or they don't think they need it, or they deep down feel uncomfortable or incapable of really creating true friendships with guys and girls. Um, and I do think it's a problem because they don't actually develop real friendships, just platonic friendships with females and males, and they never really grow that. So again, I mean, there are disclaimers like, I mean, you're not gonna connect with everyone. Some people you just find very annoying or not interesting, but maybe you're doing that too much. So keep this in mind. Again, if you're into a really fit person, perhaps you should start going to maybe fitness boot camps, workshops, perhaps going to CrossFit training and so forth. Personally, I go to Planet Fitness, which is a gym, and it works for me because it has everything I need for a very cheap price. And you just work out and then you run, and it's all good. Um, and the thing with